Return again, return to the land of your soul. Return again, return again, return to the land of your soul. Return to who you are, return to what you are, return to where you are, born and reborn again. Return again, return again, return to the land of your soul. Return again, return again, return to the land of your soul. Return to who you are, return to what you are, return to where you are, born and reborn again. Return again, return again. I will not leave you comfortless. I will not leave you alone. I am the air you breathe in. I'm the light of every star and every dawn. I will not leave you comfortless. I will not leave you alone. I am the air you breathe in. I'm the light of every star and every dawn. I will not leave you comfortless. I will not leave you alone. I am the air you breathe in. I'm the light of every star and every dawn. I will not leave you comfortless. I will not leave you alone. I am the air you breathe in. I'm the light of every star and every dawn. I will not leave you comfortless. I will not leave you alone. I am the air you breathe in. I'm the light of every star and every dawn. in Gilead, to make the wounded whole. There is a balm in Gilead to heal the sin-sick soul. Sometimes I feel discouraged and think my work's in vain. But then the Holy Spirit revives my soul again. Oh, there is a balm in Gilead to make the wounded whole. There is a balm in Gilead to heal the sin-sick soul.
Thank you very much. So welcome everyone. I know you all know that we're here for a very special reason tonight, and it is almost the 1-year anniversary of, at least in California, being put on a shutdown, stay at home. And what a year we've had, and what a mixed experience for most of us. And I just felt like we needed some time to really be together in a particular way, to hold together the layers of loss that have been part of this year, not all of this year, but a lot of it. So just making some room for that together in the company of like-minded, like-hearted people and wonderful, wonderful artists. I'm so grateful for the artists that are here tonight. I'll introduce them as they join us in the course of the evening. Just a couple of logistical things. There's a lot, obviously you can tell, going on with that audio visual. We're going to have several of those. I don't know what the gray patch is about. We're just going to have to live with it. But there's going to be a lot of audio changes. So if you're having trouble hearing and you feel like we should turn it up, try turning your own device up. You may have to do some shifting back and forth between artists, between things, just take charge of your own sound the very best you can. We're trying to only chat with the host tonight and not with each other. I think we've got it set up for that, so that we can really stay focused and present in the room in a particular way, a particularly mindful way. But if you need to communicate with the host, Marianne, about any needs or any messages, of course, use the chat for her. That's just fine. I want to remind you or let you know that there's going to be a breakout room option later in the evening where you can go into a small group with a couple of other people to just talk more personally. You might have a loved one you want to talk about, or something of this year that's had to do with loss, or just what it's been for you, just to share a little bit together. If you don't feel like doing that, if you just don't feel very talkative tonight, we're also you have the option to stay in the big room, and we're gonna have another audiovisual meditative time together here in that room if you just wanna be quiet and look at some beautiful images. I'm going to have some poetry up on the screen and some beautiful audio. So, whatever suits you, this is for you tonight, especially for you. Um, and with that, start on our journey. There's a, Marianne's going to put in the chat a Google Doc that will take you to the lyrics for the evening if you didn't get a chance to unload them yet, or download them rather from the reminder you got today. You could open it up and read along, and the lyrics, some are in there, some are not. You can sing along or not, however you like. Welcome to the circle. How far have you come? Do you need some company, a candle, and a song? Are you feeling weary, tired of being strong? Welcome to this circle. It's a place where you belong. And do you have a burden that feels too much to bear? Do you have a bitterness you don't know how to share? Do you get too angry to breathe or laugh or pray? Well, there's no one in this circle who has never felt this way. No one in this circle who has never felt this way. So welcome to this circle. Whatever brought you here, the valleys and the mountain tops, the muddy and the clear, and know your work is worthy, and know your heart is true, and know that all you give away will come circling back to you. You've got to know that all you give away will come circling back to you. Welcome to this circle. And now I want to introduce another welcomer who's going to do an invocational opening of the circle with us, Evelie Posch, who is a beloved, beloved artist in our community. I know a lot of you know her very well. And Evelie, please, you're so welcome. Please lead us in song.
Thank you so much, Betsy. So beautiful. As our Time tonight is about healing and grieving and remembering in love those who have crossed over because of the pandemic. I've also personally had friends pass over. This song, as you can see, is by Starhawk, based on Mo Gulamar, an Irish Gaelic tune. And the lyrics she adapted, and I further adapted and arranged this. So you'll grab the refrain as we go along, and please sing heartily from your heart. Weaver, weaver, weave her thread, whole and strong into your web. Healer, healer, heal her pain. In love may she return again. We are dark and we are bright. We are formed from mirth and light, from joy and pain. Our lives are spun, but all too soon the spinning's done. Join me. Weaver, weaver, weave his thread, whole and strong into your web. Healer, healer, heal his pain in love. May he return again. No one knows why we are born. A web is made, a web is torn. Like wandering seabirds we alight, to rest one moment, then take flight. Weaver, weaver, weave their thread, whole and strong into your web. Healer, healer, heal their pain in love. May they return again. So may we find the hidden way beyond the gates of night and day, to that sweet land where apples grow and endless healing waters flow. Weaver, weaver, weave our thread, whole and strong into your web. Healer, healer, heal our pain. In love may we return again. And at that spring may we drink deep, and wake to dream, and die to sleep, and dreaming weave another form, a shining thread of life reborn. Weaver, weaver, weave her thread, whole and strong into your web. Healer, healer, heal her pain. In love may she return again. Weaver, weaver, weave our thread, whole and strong into your web. Healer,
Oh, thank you. Thank you for weaving us into a circle of life and death and beyond. Thank you so much, Evelie. Oh, and now it is my great pleasure to introduce a very old friend of mine, Gary Lapow, and a newer but very dear friend, his partner, Ahbi Vernon. And Gary and I go way back to the early women's music days and men's music, men's movement back in the 70s and 80s. And then found ourselves many years later here in Berkeley, and both of us writing a lot of songs about impermanence, end of life, the ephemeral nature of this embodied being that we land here. We are, what do they say, we're spiritual beings having a human experience. So Gary and Ahbi, welcome to this evening and share your beautiful song with us. This is a song by Ahbi.
It's easy for our hearts to get broken. So easy for us to lose our way. So tender, this yearning to be open. Open as we go from day to day. In sorrow, we gather together. Our hearts like flowers in the snow. In sorrow, our hearts are joined together. Together, our hearts are lamps that glow. Come all us tender, broken people. Come all of us, our hearts are lamps that glow. Come all us tender, open people. Together we will find a way to go. Come all us tender open people, together we will find a way to go. Together we will find a way to go.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so, so much. I listen to Ahbi's music all the time. She has a beautiful new CD called Lullabies for Grown-Ups, which is a wonderful title, and it absolutely captures the mesmerizing music that she creates with Gary and some other magical musicians and singers. Thank you so much, both of you. And Gary will be back later for a song of his own.
Can I just say it's Lullabies for Awakening.
I like grown-ups, I'm not sure why.
That's what it was going to be.
Maybe because I'm an insomniac and I'm really looking for. Thank you. Okay, bless you. Here's some words from a poet named Jeff Foster called You Will Lose Everything. You will lose everything. Your money, your power, your fame, your success, perhaps even your memories. Your looks will go. Loved ones will die. Your body will eventually fall apart. Everything that seems permanent is impermanent and will be smashed. Experience will gradually, or not so gradually, strip away everything that it can strip away. Waking up means facing this reality with open eyes and no longer turning away. But right now, we stand on sacred and holy ground, for that which will be lost has not yet been lost. And realizing this is the key to unspeakable joy. Whoever or whatever is in your life right now has not been taken from you. This may sound trivial, obvious, like nothing, but really knowing it is the key to everything, the why and how and wherefore of existence. Impermanence has already rendered everything and everyone around you so deeply holy and significant and worthy of your heartbreaking gratitude. Loss has already transfigured your life into an altar. All sorrows are the same river. All sorrows bring us all together. All sorrows are the same river. All sorrows bring us all together. And that is what we're going to sing over and over. And I find when I open my throat and my chest and my belly into that it's sort of like a sigh of grief, but also a sigh of wonder, kind of a sigh of surrender. So take a deep breath, breathe in, and just, if all you sing is do that. All sorrows sorrows bring us all together. All sorrows are the same river. All sorrows bring us all together. There's a saying that when we sing, we pray twice. The song is a prayer. Let it fill your body. Let your whole being pour into it. Don't think about how you sound. Just breathe and sound and let it carry you like that river. All sorrows bring us all together. All sorrows are the same river. All sorrows bring us all together. And the waters of time sweep us all away. May I remember to love and not forget to pray. And though I can't see through the tears, through the loneliness and fear, still there are times I know for sure that you are truly right here, telling me all sorrows are the same river. Sing with me. All sorrows bring us all together. And once more. All sorrows are the same river. All sorrows bring us all together. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm so glad we're here together. Oh my goodness. Oh, the author of that poem was Jeff Foster, and I'll send out a link to that when I do a follow-up email with all of you. And I just wanted to say that I took a minute earlier to go through the gallery to see who was here, and I just got tears in my eyes. My high school roommate is in the room, and women that I used to sing with from Motherlode up in the Northwest that I haven't seen for years. And my dear old friend Mati, my, apartment. We shared an apartment building together and shared early and in very important times in our life, and so many more I can't name, but all sorrows bring us together. All sorrows bring us all together and have brought us together tonight. And I am grateful. I am grateful. My life feels like an altar right now. Another old friend, recently reunited after decades of not being in touch, who's going to share a poem tonight from a collection she wrote. And she'll tell you the source of the poem. Everyone in this room has had losses. And I've invited two poet friends of mine who've had very profound losses to share poetry with you. So Molly Scott, please come and speak and share with us.
Oh, my dear. I have to tell you, during that last song, I heard the flute the incomparable flute of my old music partner, Sarah Benson, for whom this song was written. And I have to say that this kind of evocation that we're doing tonight is bringing in all these sounds in this wide range of resonance from past and perhaps future as well. I think it's very moving. I see people here too that are from my past as well. In and out of visualization, you know. This poem was written in a collection called Poems of Grief and Grace, Up to the Windy Gate. And this poem is called My Sister is Dying, but I have to say that Sarah was my soul sister. And I need to say, because I think my biological sister, whom I dearly love, may be watching, it's not about her who is dying. I realized when I was going to do this poem that I better make that clear. So, my sister is dying. My sister is dying. Therefore, I cannot hurry today. My terrible need to hold at bay her absence stuns me to slowness. I can only do as I do, each move deliberate, as though there will not be another. My clothes and colors choose me, food goes in and out. I walk about. My sister is dying. We are not from the same womb. We are from the same cloth. Sometimes I weave towards center, towards edges. She towards center. The music makes it whole, filling between with light, not of our making. My sister is dying. Small bird bones nesting in the bed, reluctant to let go. I dream her freed and flying up. She's holding something in her hands, a piece of clothing maybe. And I wonder what remnants remain when bodies are cast off. I am outside now, yearning to be in. I am remaindered, glasses fogged, throat choked, my hunger to be with her so acute. I wonder if I'm taking on the pain I wish released from her. And then I hear her voice inside my mind. Let those who love you hold you now, she says. I say, all right, I will when I can speak again or sing. I want to say, since death is coming anyway, let's dance. I want to say, go gently on now. Here's some music just for me. I want to say, this poem will never be finished.
Thank you, Molly. This collection of poems is, every one of them is so heartfelt and vivid. I just read them over and over again. I'm so glad you could be here tonight, all the way from Massachusetts. Thank you. I wrote this after my father died. It was my first experience of being with someone over several months who was shedding his body little by little, and shedding a lot else, actually. This is what I learned from being at his bedside. When the words fail, will you hold my hand? It's all I need. It's what I understand. When the night comes, will you stay with me? It's all I need. Just your quiet company. Oh, simple, simple love. It's all that's left of us, though everything will turn to dust. I'll put my trust in simple, simple love. When the end comes, will you breathe with me? It's all I need, just your quiet company. When I'm gone from here, will you still sing my song? Will you carry on with the music in your heart? Oh, simple, simple love, hold me one more time, though I am leaving you behind. I'll leave enough of simple, simple love. Though everything must turn to dust, we'll put our trust in simple, simple love. I realized as I sang that and as I introduced it to you that one of the incredibly heartbreaking parts of this year was the inability to be with loved ones when they were dying. I know there are people in this room who probably experienced that, or you know people, and this is what we hold together because it's too much to hold alone, is that level of separation at the time we want most to be closest. So Gary, you have so many beautiful songs about loss, and this is my favorite. I twisted his arm all over the place to get him to sing this tonight because it really is my deep favorite. Gary Lapow, please share with us.
In the twilight hour, as the sun sinks low, let our love burn like a fire and warm us in its glow. So put your arms around me, we'll hold to all that's dear. Leaving is the price of living. Love me while we're here. Hold me to you, darling. In your arms I'd stay. All we have is this bright moment. It too shall pass away. So put your arms around me. We'll hold to all that's dear. Leaving is the price of living. Love me while we're here. We'll surely part someday, love, when one of us is gone. Memory must sweeten sorrow for those who carry on. So put your arms around me. We'll hold to all that's dear. Leaving is the price of living. Love me while we're here. In youth my mind was clouded. Now it seems so clear. Love is what sustains a lifetime. Love is why we're here. So put your arms around me. We'll hold to all that's dear. Leaving is the price of living. Love me while we're here. So put your arms around me. We'll hold to all that's dear. Leaving is the price of living. Love me while we're here. Leaving is the price of living. Love me while we're here.
Oh, Gary, thank you so much. I hope a lot of you were singing along. That's a very singable song. Um, One day maybe we'll all be able to harmonize on Zoom because I know I was singing some harmony there. Anyway, Gary, thank you so very much. And we're going to, of course, put his contact information and Ahbi's in the chat. Everybody, all the artists will get their contact information there so you can look up their music and enjoy it more and more. In a moment, we're going to do a little ritual that I call Say Their Names, and which we're going to actually name some of the losses of this year. And if you would like to put the name of someone or some condition of people or animals or whatever, and have that added to the list, please put it in the chat to Marianne, and she's going to convey it to me by the magic of Google Docs. And we can say them, I can say them out loud. I may have to condense things a bit. We're not going to take a lot of time with this, but it felt really important to get kind of specific before you go into breakout rooms to tell your own stories if you wish. So I'm going to try another audiovisual experiment. The first one was a mixed experience, but I'm going to try this and see if it works. Say their names. And I'm going to start with very public names known to us. Some of these deaths were from COVID, some were of other causes, and some of them were violent deaths. And we hold all of that together right now because it matters. It matters. And so there is the stories of police violence and the names of George Floyd, Breonna Taylor. The anniversary of her death is today. Ahmaud Arbery, Daniel T. Prude, and over 1,000 other people who were killed by police this year, from many walks of life, of many colors, but 1,000 lives lost. And there were protesters after George Floyd's murder, and there were deaths there as well. Aaron J. Danielson, who was a patriot, supporter of the Patriot Prayer movement, a right-wing movement, was shot during a Black Lives Matter demonstration. And then a Black Lives Matter protester, Michael Reinl, was shot by police as a suspect in the shooting of this young man. So 2 young men gone from us. In our larger communities, a couple of local people to California here, to the Bay Area, Betty Noodleman, longtime freight and salvage volunteer. Many of you probably know her from the great folk club Freight and Salvage. Another figure who means a lot to me, Anne Feeney, a very powerful singer and songwriter of protest music, social justice music, particularly active in the labor movement, a real shining light in the labor movement. And related to that, Karen Lewis, the legendary head of the Chicago Teachers Union, African-American woman, gone from us. And John Lewis, African-American congressperson, civil rights leader, great human being. And we have to mention our beloved Ruth Bader Ginsburg, who was a Supreme Court judge and a badass. Musicians we lost this year, John Prine, tremendous songwriter. Hello in There, Muhlenberg County, so many other great, great songs. Charlie Pride, country musician. Chick Corea, jazz. Kenny Rogers, country. Little Richard, known as the architect of rock and roll. And a deep breath and a deep gratitude for the tremendous human being and actor Chadwick Boseman. I want to also lift up those who died on or around the January 6th insurrection in Washington, D.C. Brian Sicknick, the Capitol Hill police officer. Ashley Babbitt, one of the protesters, shot by police. Another protester, Kevin Greeson, died of a heart attack. Another protester, Roseanne Boyland, was crushed by the crowd. Benjamin Phillips had a stroke. 2 other police officers committed suicide shortly after that day, Jeffrey Smith and Howard Liebengood. And that's just touching the surface, but these are collective things we've witnessed and felt, and they resonate in our beings. We might have a lot of different feelings about those people and those situations, but they have impacted these sensitive souls of ours. And now, family and friends. A couple of you emailed me with names of people. One of them is Elizabeth Ruth Rasler, known as Liz, sister-in-law of Jane Grossman, who's here tonight. She says the love in her heart shined as brightly from when she was a toddler to one of our last Thanksgiving dinners, where she talked about her wishes for a better world. And a very precious memory from the son of this woman, Helen Levitov-Sobel, mother of Sidney Clemens, who I hope is here tonight. She was a leader and a teacher and led the fight to save the Rosenbergs, who were falsely accused of espionage and electrocuted. And Helen Sobel's husband, Morton, was also accused of espionage and imprisoned for a number of years. It's good to know about her and her life. Evelie wanted us to remember her mother, Davinia Delfino Salas, mother of Evelie Posch, and her father, Juan Johnny Salapso Salas, her father. And a few others. Callie Cohen. Lisa Cohen gave us her name. Lisa will be singing later on. And Jeff Lashever, Benet offered this name up and says she's hugging my daughter. Julia Eisenberg. Lala Seneca Vernon DeBari. John Miller. Yarrow Cleaves. Marlene Spillinger. Ray Scott. Woodland Animals. Kabira. Sandy. David Klein. Betsy Ferber. Maggie Davis, who died of COVID. Larry and Beverly Doynow. Deborah, a homeless woman found in a park. Edith Ehrenreich. Steve Johnson. Raylan Windblad. Melissa Court. Davida Dayton. Eugene Carroll. Dan Whitaker. Kathy. Julie. Susan Fecht. Julie Felix. Al Johnson. David Golub. Adam Doohan. Morton Felix. And from Julie, my precious little dog, Whiskey. God bless the animals. What a comfort they have been this year. Tom Shetlig. Carmen Baraka, Apache Elder. Jean Kaminsky. Flory Jagoda. Carol McRobers. Nikki Hamilton. And I want to mention a couple, and I meant to look up their names, it slipped my mind, but a Native American couple who were leaders in their Native community, especially around the preservation of the Native language. I believe they might have been Navajo. And they both died this year of COVID, and I've heard their voices and I've heard their stories. They were remarkable, shining lights within Native communities and beyond, so I want to be sure to lift up those names.
There's a few more that I wasn't fast enough to type to you.
Okay. All right. We'll take just a minute more. We may go a little over tonight because we got a little bit of a late start. But I know these names are precious. We don't want to leave anyone out.
Yeah, we've got, Kristen says, my partner, Carla.
Yes,
Kylie,
Carla.
my beloved dog, my Reverend Jeff. From Eve, Benjamin Michael Smith. Condors lost in the California fires in the Redwoods. Beth says our beloved cat Charlie. And Bernie Lone, co-founder, position for social responsibility. That's all.
Thank you. Thank you. I also see Jean Kaminsky, mother of Cynthia McGrain. I see Anne V, Mary Louise. I hope we haven't forgotten anyone. We've done our best, everyone. Philip Case and Francisca. My mother Ruth, who died with COVID-19 on January 2nd. Marilyn Carmichael, Suzanne Duval. Please forgive me if we have left anyone out. Every name is precious. Lisa Cohen, would you pray for us in music? Amelisa, another old dear friend and a magnificent human being and presence, please sing for us.
Pray for me when my heart is sinking fast and holding on to what I thought would last. Oh, lift me up when I can't let go. I'm wrapped in love when you pray with me. Pray with me. When things turn upside down and all seems lost, with no light to be found, oh, lift us up and we will find a greater peace when you pray with me. Pray for me, and I will make it through. And from this place, I can see what is true. There is a blessing in every breath. And a love that's real beyond the veil of death. Pray for me, oh, pray for me. I'll pray for you. And you pray for me. Oh, pray for me. And we will make it through. And from this place, we can see what is true. There is a blessing in every breath. And a love that's real beyond the veil of death. Pray for me, oh, pray for me. I'll pray for you. And you pray for me. I'll pray for you. And you pray for me.
Oh. I have no words. Thank you so much. Thank you for this gift. Oh, we are blessed. We are so blessed tonight. So, at this moment, we want to give you a chance now to have some time to share with each other in a more intimate way. Breakout rooms are just an amazing thing that Zoom has created for us. So Marianne, if you could do the math and groups of 3, if you end up in a room and 2 people decided not to come and you're all alone, just stay there and Marianne will reassign you to another room where there's people. Okay? And again, if you don't feel like you want to talk right now, just stay right here. I've got a special thing for those of you that want to just stay here.
They are falling all around me. They are falling all around me. They are falling all around me. The strongest leaves of my tree. Every paper brings the news that every paper brings the news that every paper brings the news that the teachers of my sounds are moving on. Death comes and rests so heavy. Death comes and rests so heavy. Death comes and rests so heavy. Your face I'll never see no more, but you're not really going to leave me. You're not really going to leave me. You're not really going to leave me. It is your path I walk. It is your song I sing. It is your load I take on. It is your air I breathe. It's the record you set that makes me go on. It's your strength that helps me stand. You're not really going to leave me. I will try to sing my song right. I will try to sing my song right. I will try to sing my song right. Be sure to let me hear from you. to catch what might fall from within me, deeper than crying. I am not crying. I hold my face in my two hands. I hold my face in my two hands to keep my loneliness warm, to cradle my hunger, shelter my heart from the rain and the thunder. Two hands preventing my soul from flying in anger. I hold my face in my two hands. I hold my face in my two hands, holding the wings that batter the bars of their cages, shelter the flame from the windstorm that rages, warming the place where tomorrow may blossom forgiveness. I hold my face in my two hands. I hold my face in my two hands. My hands hollow to catch what might fall from within me, deeper than crying. I am not crying. I am in my two hands.
Well, I hope that needs were met one way or the other, either in little private rooms or just sitting together with some music and whatever. And we have a little bit more to go. It's a lot, isn't it? We're covering a lot of depth and a lot of emotion, and I'm glad you're still here. And bless you for that. Edie, I would like you to, well, actually, but Edie, before you do this, I'm sorry, I'm gonna change that. Evelie, could you just do a rather brief Om Tara with us? It would be lovely to sing together, I think, after all that. Would you mind?
Oh yeah, sure, of course, of course, of course. So this is the Tibetan mantra to Green Tara. Green Tara, as we know, is the activist goddess that hears all the cries of the world, has one foot on the ground, ready to come to our aid when we ask. So when we sing to her, it's actually Om. To address her, we sing Om Tare, Tu Tare, Tu Re, Soha. 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 So I'll sing a line to you and then you just sing back to me. However strong or however you want to sing. Om tare tu re soha. 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 Now listen. Om tare tu re soha. Join me. Om tare tu re soha. Om tare tu re soha. Join me. Om tare tu re soha. Om tare tu re soha. Join me. Om tare tu re soha. Listen. Om tare tu re soha. Join me. Om tare tu re soha. Om tare tu re soha. Join me. Om tare tu re soha. 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 Join me. Om tare tu re soha. 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 Make our pathway easy. Remove any delusions, pain, and suffering. Come to us now, Green Tara. Om tare tu re soha. Om tare tu re soha. Om tare tu re soha.
Ah, yes. She who hears the cries of the world. Thank you, Evelie. Thank you so much. That is the most beautiful setting of that chant that I know. Oh, beautiful. And Marianne, do put the contact info for the artist in if you haven't yet. I want to make sure that happens. And my beloved friend, Edie Hartshorne, we go back many decades. We first met through Thich Nhat Hanh, I believe. And Edie is going to share some writing that she created, and she'll tell you what it was in response to. So Edie, if we can unmute her, Marianne, if you can help her with that. There we are. Hi, Edie.
Hi, Betsy. Thank you for doing this beautiful, beautiful evening. I'm so filled with awe and joy and presence. Thank you. So I'm going to read a few excerpts from a book I wrote called Light in Blue Shadows after my 20-year-old son, Jonathan, died. And actually, I wrote it over quite a period of time, maybe 15 years. And Jonathan would be almost 50 this year. So he's been gone for a long while. And I'm just going to read you a few snippets from the book, from the beginning of the experience to towards the end. This morning, I walked down the dirt road through the brimming vineyards to the next village. Pungent with warm grapes, the air is thick enough to drink. Fields of bright sunflowers turn their faces in the same direction, smiling and breathing. And I hear nothing but my own slow footsteps. Breathing in, I smile. Breathing out, I know I am alive. That was written when I took refuge with Thich Nhat Hanh in Plum Village. I can feel him in my body as surely as during those 9 months I carried him in my womb. The long, darkened sky fills with his face, and he smiles as he says to me, I'm okay. I love you, and I know you loved me. As I walk step by step through the endless turnings of the labyrinths, I begin to wonder, how might our lives be different if we had a grieving cave? I imagine myself walking down into a musky cave under the earth. There I could wail and not be ashamed of death. Can I ever open the door of my heart again? Can I learn to have compassion for myself? How long will it take to boil the grief off my bones? Could I become transparent as water? Today I unwrap each small fruit of your life, Jonathan, carefully harvested now, tucked away for winter in the root cellar of memory. I sense your soul brushing against my skin, dusting wings over the hair on my arms. I begin to realize that we are here to shed the garment of our lives, to shed our leaves. The rain is washing my heart clean again. Jonathan, do you still watch me? Can you still hear me? And know how grateful I am for your life, for what you are teaching me with your death. I carry you now inside me like a bright burning ember, like a meadow, like a song.
Thank you, Edie. And that's just such a fragment of this really extraordinary book, which won an award from the independent publishers community. And is
Actually, it won 3 awards.
There you
3
go.
national awards.
Light in Blue Shadows. Light in Blue Shadows, is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll put that in the chat. And if you want to save the chat, it's full of good stuff, including contacts for the artists. And in a minute, we're going to have the donation information. Just click on the chat, and then in the little dots down in the right-hand corner, just click on those, and the very first option is Save Chat. That way you can save everything. So I'm going to just do a couple of very quick announcements, and we'll do a closing song. And sorry we went over a little. We had some technical problems at the beginning that put us back about 10 minutes. First, I want to thank every single artist for their beautiful gifts. I love you all so much. You've been such an important part of my life, all of you. And look forward to singing with you more in all the range of emotion possible, because you all have a lot to share. Just want to say welcome, by the way, to those who are new to this circle. I do this every first and third Thursday of the month, and then some special events on Saturdays. We'd love to have you here. Our next gathering is Thursday, March 18th, and it is a gathering we call Twilight and Lullabies. It's a little bit of a more pensive, reflective evening. The first Thursday of the month is called No Better Time to Sing, and it's more extroverted and got a wider range of style. We often have guest artists. Our next one will be April 1st, and it will be an Earth Day celebration. Donations, please. This is a donation-based event. We don't charge you. You don't have to buy a ticket to get in. We want you here, and we want to keep all these artists alive and thriving. For some of them, this is their income. This work is their source of income, and we really appreciate anything you can do, anything you can offer. Gratitude back. We give it out, you give it back. It's a circle, and it's good to be connected together. It feels good to be generous when we can, in whatever way we can. We appreciate you. Oh my goodness, I appreciate you all so much. Week after week, many of you are here, and it means the world to me. It's gotten me through this crazy, incredible, difficult, beautiful, growthful year. So thank you for your donations. And Marianne will put the info in the chat, but it's also in every invitation you get in the mail. There's always the payment options. Lastly, Marianne and I wanted to tell you about one beautiful resource that we've both used when we were bereaved and freshly bereaved, and that is a local organization called Pathways Health Services. They do offer hospice, but they also offer bereavement counseling, which I benefited from incredibly. They do not charge for their services. They welcome donations, but they are a community-oriented, beautiful group of people, and we both highly recommend them. So with that, we will sing a quick farewell tonight. I wrote this after both my parents, well, actually, I wrote it after my dad died. My mom hadn't gone yet, but she was going. And the chorus is so singable, and I think it's a kind of a nice tone to end on, how we celebrate that we're all heading there. You know, as the poem said, the fact that we're still alive is to celebrate. We haven't lost yet, but we will all be lost at some point to this world. And I say that with a big smile. So here's how it goes. I won't be long for this world, but I belong to this world. Is it wrong to love this world when it won't be long till I'm gone from this world? Try that with me. I won't be long for this world, but I belong to this world. Is it wrong to love this world when it won't be long till I'm gone from this world? My daddy's gone from this world, but every time I think of him, I'm just a little girl riding high upon his shoulder. And to this day, I hear him say, light someone's way. We're here to help each other. I won't be long for this world, sing it out, but I belong to this world. Is it wrong to love this world when it won't be long till I'm gone from this world? My mama dwells beneath my skin, oh yes she does. When I see her face, hear her voice, I'm whole again. I can't imagine a world where she is gone, but you'll see her face inside my smile. You'll hear her voice inside my song. And I won't be long for this world, but I belong to this world. Is it wrong to love this world when it won't be long till I'm gone from this world? I want to take a minute to thank Marianne. I forgot to really say how invaluable you've been, Marianne, so many nights helping me out on these Zoom meetings. Really appreciate you a lot. And Jude, always grateful to your help as well. This last song was written for my partner, David. Now you and me are tender friends, two old trees grown together, bound by root and limb, battered by storms and blessed by laughter. And one may fall, the other stand, still giving shade to the ones come after. I won't be long for this world, but I belong. I belong to this world. Is it wrong? Is it wrong to love this world when it won't be long till I'm gone from this world? Do it again. I won't be long. I won't be long for this world, but I belong. I belong to this world. Is it wrong? Is it wrong to love this world when it won't be long till I'm gone from this world? It won't be long till I'm gone from this world. Thank you, my friends. Thank you for your presence, and we can unmute everyone. And I always stay on the line a little bit afterwards, and if any of you haven't seen me for a long time, like Shell Ball, for example, or Janet from Motherlode, or Marie Eaton, I really hope you stay. I'd love to say hi. And if you want to say a big goodbye to everybody, go ahead. Now's your chance.
Bye, bye, bye. Thank you so much, Betsy.
Bye, and thank you.
She's right there, Marcia.
Thank you, Betsy.
Fun. Very fun.
Hi, everyone.
All right.
Okay, so